But you understand, that last article that man wrote in the Sun, he mentioned about the influence of Mississippi commanders that I was stationed under. Mm-hmm. But you understand, my greatest satisfaction in my 9 years in the military, I dominated every outfit I ever touched from the first day. I know your daddy was in the military. I don't think you were. You were not in the military.
Never.
Now, but you understand something about the military. Mm-hmm. Now, of course, I was in the first group that they so-called, they called it desegregation then. I mean, I went to Sampson Air Force Base, New York, to this new base. They had just reopened from World War II, where they trained black and white airmen together. All the others were still being trained in the old segregated in Shepherd down in Texas. Mm-hmm. I went to New York. Now, that was significant. But the most significant part, every squad, marching squad, have a right guard. That's the person that's out front, that's leading. Almost all training sergeants are 6 feet tall, tall. Mm-hmm. And normally they look for somebody in that category to be the right guard. Uh-huh. So this TI was at least 6'2", and he put somebody like him out front. I not only ended up in the back, because I was 5'6" at most, but I ended up in the back by myself. I mean, it was an odd number. So I'm not the right guard in the front. I'm alone back in the back.
I see.
That very night, I was on that TA's behind. You know, that's my spot, up there in the front. Now, I don't remember how the process was, but after the 6 weeks when it was over, and at that time the last time we marched review with the commanders and whoever, all that. Mm-hmm. And that last day, James Meredith was the right guard. I mean, now, but the real significance of that, every base for 9 years, every outfit I was ever in, I dominated. You understand? I mean, it was so natural to me, I didn't even realize it until probably I was out. But you understand, and at the time, a lot of times I didn't know. I mean that, now this guy got him confused. It was two different commanders. But I mean, the first commander, and this was a godsend, my first permanent assignment was Topeka Air Force Base in 1951.
Wow.
During the time that the Brown decision, you know, the Browns were from Topeka. I knew them.
Sure. Oh, really?
Now, yes, yeah. But you understand, I went there in January '52. So this was the biggest case going in America, was
sure.
the Brown decision. I was in Topeka at the time. Mm-hmm. Now, I was a hellraiser. I didn't realize that base, you see, my first assignment was to a B-29 unit. which was equivalent to NASA today. The B-29 had just ended the war, according to everybody's belief,
Oh, yeah.
by dropping the bombs on Japan to save American lives. They were caring about how many Japanese they killed. But you understand? I mean, so I was the first black ever assigned on the flight line in the B-29 outfit. Now, I wasn't a flyer, but I was a clerk typist, and I was had a line badge where you could go on the flight line. I mean, you just couldn't go on the flight line. No black, and there were still segregated units on the base. I was.
Wow.
I mean, they still had black units, and white units. I mean, and my outfit was the first. Now, I made them change several policies during this 2.5 year period of time. And of course, the commander knew who was doing all